How's it going? Well, my name is Anthony, and everybody has stress in their life. This is how I have a stress-free zone for everybody to enjoy. Come on in. Hello again. So, this is my stress-free area. Couldn't afford a dog, but this is my next best thing I can do to protecting my stuff. Good old Mr. Moose. Everybody knows him. Everybody's seen him. This is him. Southern. The top part is a scene from Colorado in Clear Creek Canyon. Is what we got going on is the Colorado and Southern coming through the Clear Creek Canyon. That's on a that scale is a ON3. And he's the highlight of my trainings. Then we got the good old Lionels. Everything that you see on here is basically all from the 50s and 60s. There are some new things, of course. And just like all of us old folks, it takes a little while for us to get going, and when we get going, boom, we're running. Aquarium cars, that's the whole aquarium set. Gate number 2 coming up through there. Come on, guys. Here comes number 3. They may need to a little tuning up from the winter, but we've been trying to get them going. They always take off more faster when they come to the electricity from where the electric comes into it. And the further away you are from it, you should have running wires to that to keep the constant flow of electricity. A couple little things I have to take care of. Then there's the village where everybody hangs out. Welcome to my hobo village. Most of them hobos have been with me since the 90s. They started out with me. And they've been kicked out of town, so they have their own little spot, so they're all good to go. Got themselves a nice little fireplace. They have food going for themselves. A couple of animals is always walking through, and they're going through. And when they get hungry, they're going to go to Stan's Diner. And when you're at Stan's Diner, you're right next to the movie theater, so there's always a new show going each week. And then we got the church. We have a good old town. Always have a church wherever you go live. You need God in it. Fire department. The guys just showed up. The guys just showed up for the fire department. Some new guys. Got the 2 guys playing chess and checkers. They're playing checkers actually, and they've been playing for 3 years now. And the little puppy's in front of them. And we got the good old Independence Hall. Actually, everything in here is called plastic build because all the houses on here are from the 50s and 60s again. The lighting, the new lightings of stands and the drive-in movie theater, they're all new. Sometimes you have to interact the new to the old. And then we got the good old dairy barn where we get our fresh fruit all the time. There's always and oh, look at them guys are playing some music today. We're a good day to be with them. Little jug band that comes out from the mountains every once in a while, and then there's if you can get the cat in the window. And now there's a house under construction. All the guys are working very hard at it, and they're trying not to make too much noise for the people hanging out having a barbecue next to it. Okay, now every train, besides having a village, always has to have a yard. And in this yard, we have a lot of things, again, from the good old days. Right now, we're going to start off with the first one. That's the Northwestern is a coal car. And it has the operational things that when Jerry presses it, it will open up the chutes in the hopper on the bottom of it. They'll fall into the coal ramp, and then they'll go back onto another train. Yeah, Jerry? And hit the light too. Hit the light too. So every railroad, every village has a railroad yard, and the people that are working on the railroad, they'll mostly live in town. No exception for here. And in it, we have things that are all operational. We'll have the crane working over here, the crane working over here. And this is what the kids get to play with when they come in. It has a magnet on it so it can scoop it up, pick up things. Look at that. Oh, that's a bonus if he gets it. If he goes nice and slow over and doesn't drop anybody. All the way around. There you go. And there's other various things that you can pick up with, obviously, from a crane. Then we have the good old coal mining. The coal car. The coal car is a hopper that when he presses the buttons, it will open up the bottom of the hoppers for the coal to come down. And then the other car is a little off. Out of key. And again, these are all from the 50s. We got a horse corral, and the horses, when I get this working properly, the horses will come out of the car, go around the ramp, go through the car back in there. But for now, we just have them in the corral just to keep their legs moving. And our yard switching car. Yard switching car. They'll actually go from place to place and move people around, move the cars around, and when they have to go into regular everybody likes to be parked. covert loader. And again, from the 50s, let's see if she'll work properly for us today. Okay, edit time. Well, what we're going to have going on now is the covert loader. This has been always one of my favorites. It's very temperamental, but when it works great, it's the most fascinating thing there is. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? It came off. Okay. We're going to have the covert loader going again, and we're going to see. It's one of my favorites. And when it works great, it works great. Very temperamental. Picks up a covert. We take it into the car. Now, if that doesn't make Papa happy, let me tell you. Come on, baby. One more. Yes. Now another one of my favorites is the automatic milk car. This again has been working on since the year on here is 47. And if I get the Bosco car, if I ever get a Bosco, we'll have chocolate milk. And the neat thing about with these, it's a little milk carton, and then you feed them into here. And then you have more milk. All these animated things that Lionel did, the covert, there's also another unloader that hooks up to this that picks them up the other way. The cranes, the horses, there's a lumber mill. It's kind of unlimited. Now Lionel, this is the old post-war Lionel. Lionel does come out with all the new stuff up today, but that's not me. Because if you're gonna do a Lionel or anything else like this, the wording on the cars is made in the U.S. of America. Those were the days when they were made good. I'm not dishing the stuff that they do today or nothing, but I've been on both ends of the spectrum, and the old stuff does not, the new stuff does not compare to the old stuff. And the old stuff does need a little more time to it, but you know what you got working for you. That is a burrow crane. I just acquired it, and it's amazing. Look at that. And it also moves up and down the track as soon as I get this switch to work to it. I thought it was going to come with instructions, and it didn't. But that is a burrow crane, and I believe, again, early 50s on it. It will stop and come back the other way. And if I knew which switch it was, I could have it go up and down. Well, if it wanted to, it would. Well, I would like to thank everybody for showing up to view my train set. It requires a lot, and it's just me doing it. I would love to have other people come in, because they could have sections and they could create their own little sections and everything else like this, use their own creativity. I'm only one person. I threw this together, but I don't have the final details of what other people can accomplish. So, if anybody or any groups would like to come over and play, or actually to help make up the town, to finalize some of these things, put some final touches in them, I have everything we'll need to do it all. I just need people that are interested in the model hobby shop, and we could have a group, and there's so much more we could learn and do. Thank you very much.